I knew something was wrong. My spirit never deceives me. I was never in support of this marriage. Now look at what has happened.
Long ago, in a village nestled in the heart of an African landscape, there lived a young woman named Leila. She was the cherished daughter of Aid and Ika, who were prosperous farmers in their village. Leila possessed a remarkable beauty and a gentle demeanor that endeared her to everyone around her. Something momentous was about to unfold in her family as her dear friend Okan had asked for her hand in marriage. Okan and Leila had been inseparable since childhood. Their fondness for each other had blossomed into a deep love, and they had finally decided to formalize their union. Aid, Leila's father, was overjoyed at the news. He was especially pleased that his daughter had brought honor to their household. Excitement filled the air as preparations for the wedding began. Aid's elder brother, Ikena, welcomed the news with great joy. However, his younger brother, Asabache, seemed indifferent to the impending celebration. Instead of sharing in the happiness, Asabache questioned why they were rushing to marry off Leila. He muttered, "Isn't she just a young girl? Is there a rush, or is there something more?" Kenna quickly intervened, reprimanding Asabache for his callous words. "Do not speak such ill thoughts, Asabache," Kenna warned sternly. "Instead, wish for your daughters to find happiness like Leila. Let us focus on the joyous occasion ahead." On the morning of the wedding day, Ikena, Leila's uncle, sent his son, Chima, to the village palm wine tapper. Chima was tasked with purchasing 2 casks of fresh palm wine for the celebration. The village was abuzz with activity as Chima returned with the palm wine, ready for the festivities. Inside Leila's home, her friends busied themselves with adorning her for the ceremony. Laughter and chatter filled the air as they eagerly discussed her soon-to-be husband, Okan. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Leila's mother, Ifeoma, prepared a large pot of aromatic soup, aided by her friends who helped pound the yam flour. As the day progressed, Okan arrived with his family, and the traditional wedding rites commenced. Amidst the joyful celebration, Asabache, Leila's younger uncle, arrived unexpectedly. However, Ikena and Aid chose to ignore his presence, focusing instead on welcoming Okan's family. The ceremony proceeded smoothly, and soon Leila bid farewell to her family and followed Okan to his home. Little did she know, this day of happiness would soon turn into one of sorrow and despair. That night, tragedy struck. Okan inexplicably fell into a deep sleep, rendering him unable to fulfill his marital duties. When morning broke, the village was awakened by Leila's anguished cries. Rushing to her side, villagers were met with the devastating news. Okan had passed away in his sleep. Grief engulfed Leila as she wailed uncontrollably, collapsing to the ground in sorrow. Villagers gathered, bewildered by the sudden turn of events. Questions filled the air. How could this happen? Was Okan ill? Amidst the confusion, Asabache, Leila's younger uncle, spoke out, "I knew something was amiss. My instincts never fail me. I never supported this union." His words sparked murmurs among the crowd, but Ifeoma, Leila's mother, quickly intervened, pulling Asabache away. She pleaded with him to refrain from further accusations, fearing the villagers' judgment. In accordance with village customs, since the marriage had not been consummated before Okan's death, Leila returned to her father's house to mourn her loss. Months passed in sorrowful silence as she grieved for Okan. A year later, fate intervened, bringing a young man named Emeka into Leila's life. Emeka was drawn to Leila's grace and charm, and he wasted no time in expressing his desire to marry her. With trepidation born of past sorrow, Leila hesitated, fearing history would repeat itself. However, encouraged by her mother, Ifioma, and her childhood friend, Chema, who had always been like a brother to her? Leila decided to give love another chance. Emeka's sincerity and unwavering devotion gradually melted her fears, and she accepted his proposal. Yet tragedy struck once more on their wedding night. Emeka, like Okan before him, passed away in his sleep. Devastated and burdened with guilt, Leila vowed never to marry again. She believed herself cursed, bringing death to those she loved. Determined to find solace, Leila returned to her father's land, taking each day as it came. She resigned herself to a life of solitude, haunted by the memories of her lost loves. Meanwhile, Akachukwu, a young man who had recently returned to the village after completing his studies abroad, noticed Leila's aloof demeanor. Unlike the other girls in the village, there was a mysterious aura about her that intrigued him. Curious, he inquired about Leila, only to be met with hushed whispers and avoidance. Undeterred, he approached his mother, seeking answers. To his surprise, his mother reacted strongly, warning him to steer clear of Leila. Intrigued by the mystery surrounding Leila, Akachukwu resolved to uncover the truth. He waited by the road leading to Leila's family farm, hoping to catch a glimpse of her. When she finally appeared, he approached her with gentle words, expressing his desire to be her friend. Leila, taken aback by his boldness, initially resisted. "Please, it's best if you stay away," she pleaded, her eyes filled with apprehension. "It's for your own safety. Don't be seen with me." Undeterred, Akachukwu persisted. "What is your name?" "No one will even mention it to me." Leila, finally relenting, whispered, "My name is Leila. Please, leave now." "All right, I will leave," Akachukwu replied softly. "But know this, I won't give up." Days turned into weeks as Akachukwu continued to pursue Leila, determined to unravel the mystery that surrounded her. He learned from the village drunkard that Leila had been married several times, each husband meeting a tragic end on their wedding night. Shocked and saddened by this revelation, Akachukwu was determined to help Leila break free from this curse. He sought the guidance of his pastor, who assured him that the evil plaguing Leila could be overcome. With newfound resolve, Akachukwu approached Leila once more, sharing his plan to seek spiritual intervention before their marriage. Leila, filled with doubt and fear, hesitated. "We've tried before, and nothing changed. I don't want to lose you," she lamented. Akachukwu looked into her eyes, his determination unwavering. "Trust me, Leila. We will face this together," he reassured her. On the appointed day, the pastor arrived with 2 prayer warriors, ready to confront the unseen enemy. Leila's family gathered, bewildered by the unfolding events. As the prayers intensified, the pastor received a revelation. A familiar face held the key to their troubles. Turning to Leila's father, the pastor asked, "Do you have any other family members?" Aid hesitated before mentioning his 2 brothers and their families. Summoned to the house, Aid's brothers, Buch and Chinedu, arrived with their wives and children. The pastor wasted no time, leading the group in fervent prayers. Suddenly, Ook, overcome with guilt, fell to the ground, confessing to the sinister deeds he had committed. "I was jealous," Uchi cried, tears streaming down his face. "Jealous of my brothers and their daughters. I cast a dark spell on Leila, causing her husband's deaths." Shock reverberated through the room as Uchi's confession unfolded. He revealed how he had manipulated Leila's marriages, fueled by envy and greed. His words pierced the hearts of all present, including his son, Chema, who stood in disbelief. The pastor continued to pray, invoking divine intervention to break the curse that had plagued Leila. As the prayers reached a crescendo, a sense of peace descended upon the room. Days passed, and Leila found herself at peace for the first time in years. Akachukwu stood by her side, unwavering in his love and support. Despite the challenges they had faced, their bond grew stronger. In the months that followed, Leila and Akachukwu were married in a joyous ceremony surrounded by their loved ones. As they exchanged vows, a sense of hope filled the air, banishing the shadows of the past. With Leila's curse broken, the village began to see her in a new light. Rumors and whispers faded, replaced by admiration and respect. Ukte, repentant for his past misdeeds, sought forgiveness from his brothers and their families. As Leila and Akachukwu embarked on their new journey together, the village rejoiced. Love had triumphed over darkness, and Leila's story became a testament to the power of faith and perseverance. And so the village of Ujima learned a valuable lesson: to be wary of envy and deceit, for they can breed destruction. They'd also learned the importance of standing by those who are unjustly accused, offering support and understanding. As Leila and Akachukwu's love story flourished, the village celebrated their union, knowing that true love, when tested, can overcome even the darkest of curses. And with that, the village of Ujima found peace, their hearts filled with hope for a brighter tomorrow. Thank you for watching. More interesting stories are on the way, so make sure to subscribe my channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. I would love to hear your thoughts in comments below.